Hey Andy, if you can confirm whether you can hear me, I put the mic right here and I'm not sure the connection is great. Loud and clear. Okay, sorry for the fan. I think I may have to turn it off then, because that's a bit embarrassing if you can hear the fan too loud. Yeah, that's right. I actually have the window open and it's quite cold today in Brussels. But yeah, having some fresh air really makes a difference. And it also depends how long this will take, or for how long it will be riding. But I have plenty of fluids, electrolytes in the water, some carbs in the other bottle, so I should stay hydrated, and some air makes it feel a bit more cool. How are you, Andy, by the way? I think I saw some, I'm not sure, some pictures last weekend of you racing. I hope I'm not confusing, but I think it was last weekend. Okay, yeah, that may be the bike noise indeed. Thanks, Mary. Okay, so I think we have quite a few people already watching. Thanks a lot for joining so early in the ride. Stay for how long as you want, as you can. And yeah, the idea is just to do my best, ride as long as I can, to raise some funds and give them to help people, victims of that crazy thing going on so close from here. The cool thing is that if you donate via Streamlabs, so the stream system, anything you donate will be matched up by Streamlabs up to I think $100,000, which we may not get to. Maybe, who knows? And otherwise, the other the other fun thing that you may do is you may want to pledge via the form that you will find in the description of the video of the live stream, and basically base your pledge on the duration or the number of kilometers that I will be riding today. So you may do something like, I am giving $1 for each hour that Alex is riding, or I am giving 10 cents for each kilometer that Alex is riding. And the idea is that with that system, it encourages me to ride as long as I can to collect the highest amount, but also it encourages you to come back to the live stream later in the afternoon and encourage me, push me to ride more. So yeah, that's a bit the idea. You can do both. If you donate anything via the Streamlabs system, it will show on the screen, and otherwise on the other thing, the Google form, I will just collect all the data and share everything with all of you later on next week, I guess. So you can do both. And feel free also just to join, encourage me without donating anything. That's absolutely fine. Whatever makes you feel comfortable, and I certainly don't want to force anyone to do anything. Also, if you want to join on Zwift, if you are also a bike rider, please feel free to do so. Just find me, Alex Filiti, and join me. I'm riding fairly easy, as you can see, because I'm trying to talk with all of you. So I won't be doing any mad stuff today. So we can ride all together for sure. So if you're familiar with Zwift, I picked a very long course in Watopia, which is a sort of virtual world. This one is about 130 kilometers long. I picked the longest one just to make sure that we have enough, enough length in that course for today. I don't know if I will be doing the whole thing or more, who knows. But yeah, so that's what you're seeing now. And it's quite a hilly course. I think it has like 2,500 meters of vertical gain. So there's some climbing, as you can see, the mountains, in the background of that image. So again, for those of you just joining, if you want to donate anything, just go in the description of the video, of the live stream, and you will find all the links to do so. And the whole amount that we will collect will go to Doctors Without Borders, which I think is a fairly large and well-known organization. So yeah, that's the idea. Thanks a lot to whomever just participated. It's very much appreciated. And thanks for going through that link, because again, Streamlabs, the streaming platform, is matching any donation, so what you're doing gets doubled basically. Thanks a lot. Yeah, Andy, you're right. It will get hilly. This is, by the way, called the Epic KOM, which is, so Zwift has some internal KOMs like on Strava or other apps, and this is one of them. It's a long one. I think the best time I have on it is like 30 minutes, but today it will be more like 40-50 minutes. But hilly is actually cool. I mean, riding on the flats on Zwift isn't very representative of the speed, so I think I like some hilly courses on Zwift as well, just like in real life. Actually, the weird thing is that what you see on the screen and what I see as well, because I'm watching the live stream, is a bit delayed compared to the actual course on Zwift. So it looks like it's a flat section, but I'm already ahead by like 100-200 meters, and sometimes the resistance is different compared to what I see, which makes it a bit weird. I don't really know because I cannot see on the live stream right now how many of you are connected, but whatever the number may be, thanks a lot to all of you for joining so early if you're in the US, and even here in Europe it's on the early afternoon. So, you know, it's Sunday, it's family time, you have other stuff to do. Thanks a lot for taking a bit of your time to come here and encourage me in this live stream. I'm trying to keep a fairly high cadence. My average is normally around 80-82. Trying to be a bit above that, because this may be a very long ride, and I know that going too low right now would be the recipe for muscular maybe issues or, you know, slight concerns later on today. So I'm trying to keep that fairly high. And when I'm staring in this direction, it's because I have the chat here open to see all the questions and discussions that we may have, all your encouragements as well. And so yeah, that's why I'm staring here. And here in front of me I have the live stream with the actual Zwift interface. Mary said this a bit earlier today, but I should have done some signs, like, you know, maybe a Ukrainian flag, or I don't know, some signs, because now it looks a bit classic, like pancake setup. I should have worked on that, but I think you have the you have the idea. Mary is asking, what is your longest ride on Zwift? And in real life, so on Zwift, I think it's like 5:10, 5:15 maybe, something like that. It was during the first lockdown, you know, Mary. And in real life, it must be 6.5 hours. Above 6 for sure, I would say 6.5 in the French Alps. I'm just sharing the link to the live stream on Instagram. There you go. All right. So this is the hilly part, as you can see. It's getting really quite hilly. The slope is in the top right hand corner of the screen, as you can see. So this way you can have an idea of how it feels on the legs. I didn't really spare my legs before this. Yesterday I did a hard bike session, and this morning I ran 1 hour and 15 minutes. But they feel okay. I mean, I'm confident we can go for a few hours. This is a great question. How does it compare to the feel of real life? Actually very similar. The effort, at least. The difference is because I don't have that sort of fancy thing that raises the front part of the bike, and that's the big difference. And in real life I would have been more like, you know, inclined, and yeah, otherwise on the legs it feels really the same, with all the, you know, little subtleties of getting a bit more flat, getting a bit more slope, and it's actually pretty realistic. The speed, however, that you see at the top of the screen, 16 kilometers per hour, isn't very realistic. I think with that type of slope, yeah, okay, maybe now 13, I would have been a bit slower, but Zwift tends to show slightly faster speeds compared to real life. Yes, no, it's a fantastic thing. It's almost too fantastic to the extent that I should ride more outside in the winter just to keep that feel of, cornering, braking, accelerating, sprinting. And I don't do that because I have this fantastic setup. And the first ride outside in the spring always feels a bit disorienting. You lose a bit the sense of balance, the sense of cornering. Cornering is like not like learning from zero, but not far from that. Yeah, the sense of balance just goes away very quickly. Thanks for being here, Andy, and asking questions. It's really, really appreciated. And all of you, by the way, even if you're not asking questions or saying anything. Yeah, I've seen some videos, some pretty bad ones, especially in the UK. Don't ask me why. Is it because there are more bikes and therefore the drivers get even more angry? Or is it just a coincidence? People are maybe more filming themselves on the bikes. But I've seen some pretty bad videos of bike crashes or some verbal fights, rants, I don't know how you call them, in the UK. I must admit here it's pretty good, but there is a very strong bike culture. Netherlands and the Flemish side of Belgium are really, really high with the number of bikes, the bike path, bike avenues. So that also makes a difference, and the drivers are very often cyclists themselves, so yeah. Yeah, and that's a major factor. If the infrastructure isn't designed for people to share the road, then it adds up at least to the sometimes not very positive mentality towards bikes. Yeah. Whereas here, it's the infrastructures are designed having in mind that many people are cycling on a daily basis to go to work, during weekends with the cycling clubs, which there are a ton of. So yeah. And it's really in the culture. I mean, people start cycling very young, and when they start driving, they actually used to be biking or are still cycling at the same time as a hobby or even as a commute system. For those of you who just joined, thanks a lot for being here. If you want to, share your run or your rides of the day, I would be very happy to hear about it in the chat. If you want to donate something for Ukraine, I would be very happy to see it popping on my screen here in front of me. Whatever you can, whatever you want. And in any event, thanks a lot just for joining and supporting the collective effort. It's very nice to feel encouraged and supported to ride as long as I can to raise whatever we can, but together certainly we can raise the higher amount that I would have given or any one of us would have given on their own, I think. And of course, all the links to the pledging form, to the donation via Streamlabs are in the description of the video, of the live stream. That's a good question. I like it. Listen, they do make a difference, but there aren't as many different categories and as many different tires of shoes as we have in running. So it's, to be very, very blunt, it's either good shoes or bad shoes. And good is mostly how stiff and how well designed to your foot shape they are. So this is very individual. And then if they're well designed for your foot shape, it's how stiff they are. And the stiffer the better, as long as they're comfortable, because the stiffer they are, the more power you can transfer to the pedals. So, and if they're not stiff enough, they're not good enough, and they fall in the sort of bad category. But weight doesn't matter that much. I mean, it does if you're really like a weight weenie, as we call them. But it doesn't really matter. The materials matter if you want to have something durable. But nowadays, most cycling shoes are pretty durable. And unlike running, and I know a bit about it, you don't change shoes very often. I have one pair of cycling shoes. I'm considering a second one, but just to have a black one when I'm going in the winter outside, to avoid having to clean the white ones, because these are white, you cannot see them, I think. But yeah, that's a bit the differences. So overall, to answer the first question you asked, no, they do not matter as much. Yeah, definitely. I have very little experience with mountain biking, but I'm pretty sure All Stars, Converses, I don't know how you pronounce it, are not a thing anymore, if they ever were a thing. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we are getting at the top of the first climb of the day, Epic KOM it's called. We are not ranking very high in today's ranking on that climb, but that was not the purpose, so that's fine. We should be in the top 50 maybe, top 60. That's absolutely fine by me. I think I never set the fastest time on this one. I very rarely set fastest times on Zwift. That's another debate. Yeah, top 50 seems doable. So that's of all the times set today by people who are still connected on Zwift. So it's not like top 50 overall or even top 50 of the day. It's like top 50 of people who just did the climb and are still around on Zwift. And so now we are going left to that very high point over there. That's quite a steep part. It's very short but steep, extra bit of climbing. I need to change gears. Yeah, it's like 14%, which is a lot. In real life, it feels quite steep. The running tattoo artist, I know who you are. Hey there, thanks a lot for joining. That's really, really nice, and thanks for encouraging me. It's much appreciated. Thank you very much. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. By the way, should it be for running or cycling? It doesn't need to be cycling. I never tried Zwift for running, to be honest, but I know some people really like it. Yeah, I have seen them. I will order them at some point. They look good. I like precision hydration stuff, so I will definitely get them. And they're very compact for the amount of carbs that you're getting in them, which is really good. Have you ordered them? Or are you about to order them? Well, then let me know once you have them. Very curious to hear. Well, hopefully gels and nutrition stuff aren't as addictive, or I don't know how to say it. Don't need as many of them, as many different of them compared to running shoes. But it's a good investment. Nutrition is definitely a good investment. Well, maybe the chews are also addictive, who knows. My next race is supposedly on May the 8th. So I have 5-6 more weeks to go. 6 weeks, I think. Yeah, this is really steep. 14% of gradient. You don't find that very often in real life climbs. I mean, yeah, it's a pretty high number. It exists, but not very often. And I'm definitely trying to save some legs and some breathing for the next few hours to come, because there are some other climbs. Yeah, it's a duathlon in Denmark. Yeah, it's a duathlon. It will most likely be the opening race of my season. Which is good. I still need to build some fitness. I have been quite bad at that recently. But no, 6 weeks is okay to have a decent opening race this season. That's the objective. How long is the Zwift ride gonna be? to be honest, I have no idea. I would like to see that bar chart move a bit, and the collective pot, the collective donation, to be a bit bigger, and then be happy with it when I'm leaving. As long as I can, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to sleep at 10 p.m. So that's the latest I'm gonna stop, but I don't think we'll get to there. All the links are in the description. So either Streamlabs, if you want to see your donation on the screen and Streamlabs is matching that donation, or there is a pledging form where you can basically play a game where you say, I'm donating $10 for each hour that Alex is riding, and then I will just send you an email, or you can do the transfer yourself via PayPal. Or so this is a bit cool, so that you can, base the donation on something that is not dependent on you but on my ride, and then you can encourage me to ride as far as I can. I definitely will not ride until 10 p.m. unless there is a crazy crowd pushing me to do that, but I don't think so. So straight donation is absolutely fine. No, I think, if we do 3-4 hours, that's already very good. Thank you very much, whomever it is, but thank you very much for making that chart moving forward. It's highly appreciated, and I hope it will go to those who need it the most. And yeah, it will not make a difference, but if it, adding a single drop in the whole help system is already fine. Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you so much. And that is doubled thanks to Streamlabs, who is basically matching up all the donations you are doing. So yeah, thank you. This is beyond sports and beyond everything, but I would rather not be doing this live stream. I would rather not be seeing all what we're seeing at the moment, but I think that's the same for all of us. And I think collectively we can do way more than just as individuals. So that's a bit the idea behind this this live stream. Here we are at the top of Epic KOM, doing the loop at the top where the ski elevator, I don't know how you call it, ski elevator, let's call it, is located. And now going downhill, sorry. I switched on the big chainring to have a bit more stuff to push on. Thanks for the extra donation, whoever you are, that's fantastic. And that's a bit loud, I'm sorry, that's the trainer basically. We're going downhill, so. And here, for instance, Andy, as you can see, the speed is 78 kilometers per hour, which is definitely not realistic in real life. it looks quite easy, to corner right now at 80 something kilometers per hour, which is not the case, and that's where Zwift isn't realistic. Now we have a long downhill section that will take us back to sort of Watopia mainland, if you can call it like this, and there we'll have some flats before going back up. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think my top speed, I know my top speed was above 80 kilometers per hour on a real bike in real life. That was last summer, and I wasn't very confident about the bike handling. It ended up okay, I'm here, but I'm not sure I would go there again. Anything above 65 starts to be a bit shaky, at least for my skills. And above that, it's really fast. I think it depends a lot on the surface on which you're riding that speed. But yeah, you better have some very good brakes there. Keeping hydrated. For you watching out there, do the same. Just grab a bottle of water, cup of coffee, cup of tea. Well, cup of coffee is already to stay hydrated, but stay hydrated even watching this. You certainly did something in terms of sports exercise this morning, most likely. So just hydrate. And remind me to do the same if I'm forgetting about it during the ride. We are getting to 1 hour. That's really good. Switching gears here. Hey Fausto, good to see you. Thanks a lot for joining. Where are you watching from, Fausto? I think I know, but if you can confirm. And how was your run today? How was the ride? What about some music? That's a bit tricky because of, copyrights. I cannot stream some music just like that. I thought about it, to be honest, and it would have made the experience certainly more enjoyable for all of you. But it would be a bummer to be taken down by YouTube just because I'm not complying with the copyrights. But thanks for the suggestion, Fausto. Okay, coming back from injury. I hope you will be doing good soon. Nothing too serious, I hope. For how long are you planning to stop running, Fausto? Or how long have you been asked by the doctor physio to stop running? And to all of you just joining, all the links, if you want to donate, are in the description of the live stream. Oh wow, amazing, Fausto. Did you set that 3 hours and 10 minutes at 56? Or are you 56 and 3:10 is your best marathon? In any event, kudos to you. That's really good to hear. So if you're not familiar with the environment, the virtual environment that you're seeing right now on the screen, it's called Zwift. It's a virtual platform for cycling, but also for running. That was me, the sound that was me switching gears on the bike. And so, well, I think you can understand pretty much everything that's on the screen. On the top left corner you have my current power output. This is steep end of the bridge section. I'm just pushing through that one. There we go. Power output, cadence, heart rate. Top of the screen you have the speed, the numbers of kilometers that I have ridden so far. Ridden? I'm not sure that's that I have ridden, I think, yeah. The elevation gain that I went through, the current time or the duration of the activity, that's more the way to say it. The orange bar is my level on Zwift. It's just basically the number of hours you spent that is reflected in some sort of level. Yeah, there you have it. Top right hand corner you have the map and the elevation profile, the current slope as well, which is now minus 4 or 5%, and the list of people riding at the same time around me. That's in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Thanks so much to whomever just did that fantastic donation. Yeah, it doesn't go unnoticed, and again, this amount is matched up by Streamlabs, the streaming platform. So we are now donating, all of us together, $300, which is already fantastic. Thanks a lot to all of you. This is again a fantastic question, Andy. So I have with me right here one gel, regular gel, and one protein bar, because this is not a very high intensity effort. So just some, not too sugary foods and proteins, because I already ran this morning. And yes, when I'm at home, I like to have some, let's say, regular stuff. I have my phone here, and I will ask Mary to get me a banana or a slice of bread and some nuts, almonds, peanut butter on it at some point in this afternoon. I never went in the, let's say, more real foods like pasta stuff during the ride, but some cakes, yeah, especially when Mary's baking in the afternoon during the weekends. I like to have the fresh, hot, not fresh, but just out of the oven, hot slice of cake on my right. That's that's the perks of riding indoors. And at the same time, I'm fulfilling my Sunday, let's say, duties. I don't see them as duties, but as you know, I'm coaching some athletes, and some of them are racing today or race today. So I'm checking with them how it went, and Sunday afternoon is usually, that's what I do. I chat with all of them, I review all the data, and I prepare the schedules for the week that is coming. So yeah. Wow, that's a big jump in the donation chart bar. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's exactly what I had in mind. You know, the power of being all together and doing that together. The figure is getting really, really amazing, and that's thanks to all your efforts added up together. And yeah, thank you so much, whomever you are. Yeah, thank you. If you want to be in the mailing list, I will put together an email at the end of the donation period, you know, sending our collective donation to Doctors Without Borders. If you want to be copied on that email, just send me a message here or on Instagram, send me an email with your email address so that I can copy you, and it's our collective effort. So I think if you want, you definitely deserve to be in that loop, because this is happening thanks to all of you. I need to keep an eye on my power output, just to make sure this is a very, low key zone 1 type of ride, fat burning zone, nothing above that. So if you see the watts going too high, just send me a message, and that will remind me that I need to keep it fairly low. Yeah, sure, Andy. I mean, man, thanks so much for being here for so long already. If you can, check back in later. I'm very happy to see, hear from you. But otherwise, thanks so much, and yeah, many thanks. I mean it. No feel thing. First of all, hi. Thanks for being here. Makes me very happy. I think here the only issue could be hyperthermia. It was hypothermia last year in Switzerland. Here the only issue could be me getting too hot, but I don't think this will happen. I have the fan blowing, the fans, because I have 2 of them, blowing some air on me, and I should be fine, but thanks a lot. Hi Typhoon, thanks a lot. I'm reading your comment right now on the big screen, the big TV screen in front of me. Yeah. Thanks so much for the nice chat, message, and keep it up yourself. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in today on the live stream. I hope you're doing well. Thanks a lot for joining. I see I don't see the actual number, but I think some of you just joined. If that's the case, thanks a lot for being here, for taking some time on your Sunday afternoon, Sunday morning, if you're in the US, to join all of us. If you want to donate for victims of the Ukrainian war, links are in the description. Any donation made via Streamlabs will be matched up by the platform. So yeah, thanks a lot for contributing to the collective donation. Yeah. Oh, hi Fabian, how are you? Well, I don't want to do any extra ride for this cause because I hope it will end, and but we can definitely ride together, Fabian, in the future. If you get a Zwift setup, that would be very nice, just to do it as a fun ride from time to time. I think you would enjoy it. Thanks a lot for sharing, Fabian. That's much appreciated. If you just joined, thanks a lot for being here. The donation links are in the description of the video, of the live stream. Thanks a lot for all the donations. It's really appreciated, and that's exactly what I had in mind, you know, that collective effort, collective movement of all of us giving a little something. Thanks a lot, Fabian. You know, any anything, and even without any donation, just the mere fact you're here supporting all of us in that action for those who need it is really appreciated. And Streamlabs is doubling your donation, so whatever you give ends up being doubled and given to the victims of that war in Ukraine. So yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, thanks Fabian. Indeed, the link is in the description of the live stream. If you want to donate, if you want to pledge for a donation, that's possible. That's in the description of this video. Thanks Mary. If you just joined, you can say hi in the chat so that I see that you just joined. Let me know how was your run today, whatever else you did. Share a bit of your day with us, and if you want to donate, the links are in the description. Everything you're giving via Streamlabs is doubled, and yeah, thanks a lot for being here in any event. That's good, Fabian. Rest days are very, very important. Without rest days, the benefits of training cannot happen. So, and yeah, I mean, 10k walk is already great. Kudos for doing that. Doing a bit of arrow position just to stretch the back. Doesn't make much of a difference for the speed on Zwift. Yeah, same here, Fabian. Actually, same here, yes and no. Yesterday we had like 15 degrees Celsius, and we had some snow this morning. So weird. Did you have that as well? Hello to all of you joining. If you just joined, you can say hi in the chat so that I can notice that you're here. Otherwise, I don't really see when people join, but that's fine. Yeah, and the links for the donations are in the description of the video. if you want to contribute to the collective effort. Eat a little bit. Hello everyone. Thanks a lot, Fabian. That's amazing. How are you doing? If you just joined, let me know how was your run today, or what are your running plans for the day, cycling plans if you have any. If you want to donate and help to move that donation bar forward, the links are in the description of the live stream. And in any event, thanks a lot for joining. Don't hesitate to say hi in the chat. It's always very nice to be chatting a little bit with all of you. That's a good question, Fabian. Good question, good question. Well, to a certain extent, at Brooks, I think the Hyperion Max is maybe on my radar quite high. The Caldera 6 as well. Different category though, but New Balance, I don't know. I would like to say Supercom Trainer, but I think this one is overhyped. Maybe overhyped. And yeah, Saucony Endorphin Pro 3 is very high on my list. Yeah, some other shoes, one by Kraft, I think, not very discussed, but I think it can be a good one. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But I get it. I mean, Glycerin 20 sounds nice, and Supercom Trainer, I just have some fears that it may be overhyped and we will end up disappointed. Let's see. Yeah, the new speed, although... No, I agree. I mean, the new speed can be interesting. But for some reason, I'm more drawn towards the Pro 3. Yeah. Good question. I think the expectations are, of course, different. Strickfly was expected and hyped as a 5K, 10K racer, which obviously it isn't. It's not. Trainer, I think, is overhyped in the sense that people see in it something like, Max, and I was the first one to hype it in that way, but Max Tyke, Prime X type of shoe, and I think it may be way more mushy and unstable than what the Prime X actually is. It may be a very good shoe, but competing with something like, Max Road 5, maybe even Nova Blast to a certain extent, certainly not against the very efficient and stable Prime X. And it's said in the name, Supercomp Trainer. It's not going to be a max strike height racing shoe. And in that way, I think it's overhyped because people's expectations may be that it will be a racing shoe like the Prime X or the Alphafly, but by New Balance. I don't know if it makes sense. Oh, was I? Okay. Good to know. Alright, switching gears, going downhill now on the Volcano. Back on the flats. And we have about 80 kilometers to go on that route, the Uber Pretzel route. I mean, I don't think it will be very much like the TC, but I can be really wrong. So, yeah, let's see. I don't think it will drop anytime soon. I'm asking Mary to bring me some extra water. We are reaching the 2 hours mark, and I will be changing my t-shirt and getting some new bottles of water, fresh water. Exactly. That's it, Fabian. Thanks, Mary. Can I have some electrolytes in the two of them, actually? Dans le placard. Okay, let me change my t-shirt real quick. Yes, merci Marie. Here we go. A fresh t-shirt. If you just joined, thanks a lot for being here. We are reaching the 2 hours mark. Some people ran a marathon in that time. Not many, but there are some like that. And we have already collected more than $500 for the victims of the Ukrainian war, which is amazing. If you want to donate, the links are in the description of the video. Thanks a lot for your contributions.
Merci. Un autre snack?
Ouais, cool, parfait.
Parfait.
Merci beaucoup. Non, ça va pour moi. Thanks a lot, Mary, for your help in fueling that adventure. The hydration part is really important today. Any day, but I already ran this morning. So yeah. I need to be hydrated. Huh, interesting. Will it break some records? I don't think so. Will it compete against the best shoes? Yes, could be. It's up there. I'm yet to decide whether I'm putting it in the God tire category or in the one below. But it's really high. Just the fit is really, I wouldn't call it bad. It's just a snug fit, so it may not work for everyone, but it's up there. It's up there. Hello, if you just joined, thanks a lot for being here. You can just say hi in the chat so that I can see you're here. Or, you know, you don't have to, but you can. Say hi in the chat. If you want to make a donation for Ukraine, it's in the description of the video, of the live stream, to be more specific. And yeah, thanks a lot for being here. It means a lot. And I'm very happy that collectively we can do something. It won't change the whole thing, but if it can contribute to any extent, that's great. And the power of making stuff together is definitely immense. Exactly, Fabian. That's the idea. Alright, we reached the 2 hours mark. That's quite good already. There's a little climb here that I didn't really expect, or at least I didn't really remember it was here. Small bump, nothing dramatic. Craziest running shoe. Yeah, I mean the Speedland, the trail shoe Speedland is really special and really something different. That's the craziest one. I'm not sure about the prophecy. Never heard of it. Okay, I need to check it. I definitely need to check it. Two hours in and still nobody running on this running channel, but at least talking about shoes. You're right here, and I think no one will be running here today unless someone brings me a treadmill, which would be nice. But yeah, talking shoes, talking whatever you want. I'm happy to have a chat about anything. And yeah, it's a running channel, but I'm also, you know, riding bikes. I hope you don't mind if sometimes I sort of insert a bit of cycling stuff in it. Okay, Fabian, that's fine. I'm gonna check it. Okay, no worries, Fabian. See you soon. I think around 2:30 I'm gonna do a bathroom break. Quick one, just so you know. Well, thanks, Fabian. I mean, it's our collective goal, I would call it, to build something together and donate something collectively. Thanks a lot indeed. The links, if you want to donate, are in the description of the live stream. Thanks, Fabian. And if you just joined, thanks a lot for being here. Thanks for joining. You can contribute to the donation, the collective donation, in the description of this live stream. There's a link. You can, contribute, pledge, whatever you want, or just encourage me in the chat. That's also much, much appreciated. fueling up with a bit of sugar. Well, it ain't exactly sugar, but fruit type of stuff. Switching gears, going uphill. If you just joined, thanks a lot for being here. It's much appreciated. If you want to donate, the links are in the description. And yeah, we're reaching the 2:15 mark.
Doing good, doing good.
That's good, Fabian. Go ahead, fire away. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom in 7 minutes. At 2:30, pit stop. Is there a video you regret making? Ooh, that's interesting. No. Some I would have done differently, but you know, the channel is still very, very young, and I don't have much experience yet. So some I would definitely do differently should I do them again, but I don't regret any of them. I think it represents quite accurately what I wanted to do, who I am, how I see things, and what I want to build through this channel. So yeah, I don't regret any of them, but it's an excellent question. Well, I don't agree about the Nova Blast 2. I think to a certain extent, yeah, I mean the Rebel V2, I liked it the first time I used it. I liked it for 50, 60k, and then I just understood it's not for me, and I didn't really like it anymore. If that makes sense. I mean, yeah, weight can play a role. And those foams, those very new low density foams, they compress real quick, which isn't really in favor of durability, you know. On the other hand, I know many people just love the Rebel. They feel amazing in them. which I get, so yeah. I really need to get to that 2:30 mark, get my pit stop in. Now the bathroom stop is required. Almost there. Alright, here we go, pit stop. Just as I pass the arch, I will go to the bathroom. There we go. Alright, I'm back in 2 minutes. I'm just gonna write here. clipped in, and here we go. If you just joined, thanks a lot for being here. I just did a bathroom break and I'm back at it. If you want to donate for the victims of the Ukrainian war, you can do so in the description of the video. There's the link, or the links should I say, for the Streamlabs donation, which will be matched up by Streamlabs, so whatever you donate will be doubled. So now we have $253, so a total of $506 donated via Streamlabs. And you can also pledge via the pledge form. So for instance, say, if Alex rides 100k, I'm gonna donate $1 per K, or 10 cents per K, whatever you want. You can do that as a game and encourage me to ride as far as long as I can. That's the idea. Yeah, thanks Fabian, exactly. Go ahead and just chat with me via the live stream chat. That's really cool. you just joined, thanks a lot for being here. You can find the links to donate in the description of the live stream, and don't hesitate to say hi and chat via the live stream chat. I'm very happy to discuss with you. I'm not gonna lie, I quite like when I can have my face and skin in the sun. So, you know, summer is fine, but then I try to run quite early, not to be too hot. But I quite like summer, I gotta admit. Winter is cool, but you need to really, you know, put so many clothes on you, and it's not my favorite, at least. I don't have anything against it, but not my favorite. Yeah, I'm sweating a lot too in the summer, Fabian, but don't really mind it. Nope, not for now. But very soon, Fabian. a bit more patience, and hopefully by the end of the week that's starting tomorrow, you will know a bit more. And I think you will like it. I hope so. I don't have any Belgian food that I really like. I mean, there are some very good stuff, but yeah, nothing too Belgian, let's say. Yeah, waffles are great, no doubt. Fair point. Come on, you also have some waffles, different than Belgian waffles, but you also have some waffles, some cheeses. There are some good stuff as well. I didn't say that, but you do have some cheese. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I never heard of mashed potatoes from the Netherlands. Wow. Mashed anything. Wow, okay, so big stuff going on in the donation chart, donation bar. Thanks a lot to you out there contributing to the collective donation, collective effort. That's really appreciated. Thank you. Yes, I do. I do have some Polish connections, indeed. Actually, my family is well, that side of my family who's from Poland, they don't live too far away from the Ukrainian border, so they do see some stuff going on right now. Quite a lot of stuff. So the yeah, of course, this is very typical Polish food. I love it. Beet soup is really good. It's actually called Barszcz. B-A-R-S-Z-C-Z. Oh wow, okay. It's a very good one. And they have two versions, one for the winter and one for the summer. Kind of different depending on the seasonality of beats, but it's a good thing. Hi Aristodiga82. Yes, someone overtook me. That's unacceptable. Hey to all of you who just joined, thanks a lot for joining. Very happy to see new people, and yeah, you have the links for the donations in the description of the live stream. You can chat with me via the chat. How long have I been pedaling? 2 hours and 55 minutes. You can see it actually at the top of the screen. It's the timer over there. I'm not sure. You would have to explain me, Fabian, but yeah, so sorry, I restarted the gate too. But indeed, at the top of the screen you have the total number of kilometers, the speed on the left, the elevation gain, and the timer on the right. Well, that indeed would accelerate things. I didn't know something like this existed. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna call it a day at 3 hours. That's a bit less than what I expected to do, but to be honest I feel a bit tired, and I think that's already an amazing effort that we did, all of us together, me pedaling and you donating. We are at $315 on the Streamlabs chat. On the Streamlabs donation, and this is doubled because Streamlabs is giving the same amount from their pocket, so we actually collected $630, which is quite mind-blowing, I must admit. And yeah, thanks so much for joining. It was really mind-blowing to see the collective effort. And all of you here encouraging, donating, chatting with me. Thanks so much. So yeah, if you just joined, I'm about to finish it. So sorry if you didn't get it, if you didn't get here earlier. But thanks so much, Frankie, Patricia, merci beaucoup. And I'm really amazed by the power of what people can do together, and how great this was. It's not gonna make a huge difference, but like Fabian said, even a small drop in the ocean can create waves, and that was the idea today. I think that's it for me. I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish it really quickly. Thanks a lot to whomever just did the final donation. The links are available for you to donate for 10 extra days. So you can just go there and make an extra donation if you want to. If you're seeing this after today, so if you're just watching the replay of the live stream, you can just donate, and all of that will go to Doctors Without Borders via Streamlabs. Thanks a lot to Streamlabs for matching our donations. And yeah, that's it for me. I am going to go cut the live stream right now. Thanks a lot, guys. It was great collective work, 3 hours of riding for me, and $630 that we collected all together. This is not finished. As I mentioned, you can still go in the description of this video if you're watching it as a replay, and donate. Bye bye.